What is up, guys? Welcome to Overrated, Underrated with Resilience Training and me, Coach Mike. This is that talk series where you guys give me topics based on fitness, nutrition, and sports performance, and I let you know whether I think they are overrated or underrated. Let me get into the most recent topics that you guys given me. This response says, I'm a baseball player. Should I barbell bench press? That's a good question. When we're barbell bench pressing, the shoulder joint can be in a vulnerable position, especially if you're using heavy weight. Now, this particular athlete may have heard something about barbell bench pressing, or they may have experienced something about barbell bench pressing that's making them ask this specific question: barbell versus dumbbells. When we barbell bench press, our grip is typically in a pronated grip, meaning that our palms are facing away from our body. Pronated, supinated. Now, with our hands in that pronated position on that bar, this could put a couple structures within our shoulder in a vulnerable position. The first being our rotator cuff, more specifically our supraspinatus tendon. The same thing for the AC joint. AC standing for acromioclavicular. Say that fast 3 times. Excessive weight or poor shoulder mobility can compress this joint, which can lead to inflammation and pain. Now, does this mean that our baseball players should just be weak and not ever do an upper body push? Absolutely not. But what I do with most of my baseball players, especially my pitchers and my quarterbacks and even some of my basketball players, is I program more dumbbell bench pressing. When we dumbbell bench press, we're not forced into a pronated grip. We can go with a more neutral grip or a semi-supinated grip. This will allow us to keep our elbows a little more tighter to the body, not exposing the shoulder joint as much. And depending on what gym you go to, they might have these specialized bars that allow you to stay in a semi-supinated grip as you bench press. So that's good too. But to go back to your question, using band and cable flies and presses, dumbbell bench press variations, and those trusty good old push-up variations will be enough variation in your upper body presses to keep you strong and explosive. Barbell bench press for my baseball athletes, overrated. Let's get to response number 2. Is oatmeal a good thing to have for breakfast? You know, maybe it was 2 years ago that I watched a video that popped up on my timeline of some fitness influencer saying that oatmeal was horrible for you, that it's not even fit for animals, and that was the thing that was responsible for your weight gain or your lack of weight loss.
This used to be my go-to for breakfast. Now I think it's one of the worst things you could ever eat for breakfast. Saponins, phytic acid, heavy metals, pesticides, glyphosate, all kinds of contaminants in here. Do not eat this for breakfast, guys. Eggs, meat, raw milk, honey, that's what you should be eating for breakfast. Oatmeal, not a health food.
Yeah, right. And this is reason 1892 why you can't believe everything you see on the internet. Of course, oatmeal is a healthy and viable option for breakfast, whether you're trying to lose weight or not. Reason number 1, it's high in fiber, so it promotes fullness and it slows down digestion, which is a good thing. Reason number 2, it's low in calories per volume, meaning you don't have to eat as much to feel full. Reason number 3, it stabilizes blood sugar. And reason number 4, it's easy to use, it's easy to make. You can put it in your smoothie. You can mix it with your fruit. You can mix it with your nuts or eat it with your yogurt. Back in 2013, there was actually a study done by the Journal of the American College of Nutrition. They wanted to compare 2 groups of people who were eating very similar diets. The only difference was what they were eating for breakfast. Group A was going to eat oatmeal, and Group B was going to eat your typical sugary cereal. And guess what they found after a few months? Group A that was eating oatmeal reported greater fullness, less desire to snack throughout the day, and greater weight loss over time. Who would have thunk it? Don't fall into the trap of these influencers trying to tell you that oatmeal is bad for you. When compared to most of the other breakfast options out there, oatmeal is 10 times better for your health, your gut, and your weight loss journey. So, oatmeal for breakfast, underrated. Let's get to response number 3. Creatine. That's all it says. I feel like for a long time, creatine has had a bad rap. And I don't particularly know why, because creatine is one of the most well-researched supplements out there. And do you know what the general consensus is among those research studies? That creatine is an awesome supplement, not only for bodybuilders, but for any and all people, both athletes and non-athletes alike. Research shows that there are numerous benefits to supplementing creatine. It helps people increase strength and muscle mass. It helps enhance people's recovery between training sessions. It helps improve high-intensity performance, consequently supporting healthy aging. Now, the question that I get often, especially from parents of the athletes that I train, is taking creatine safe? And my answer is yes. Any 12-year-old and up can take 3 to 5 grams a day and stay safe. But you had to have felt a butt coming, right? I do have a hesitation when it comes to recommending creatine or creatine supplements to my clients, my athletes, or their parents. Yes, the body makes its own creatine, and taking creatine as a supplement does have its benefits, but creatine is still a supplement. Supplement meaning that it's not the main thing, but it's an add-on. When an athlete does come to me asking, Coach Mike, which creatine supplement should I take? My first response is asking them, why do you want to start taking creatine? I want to enhance my performance, or I want to get stronger, I want to get bigger. My next question to them is, how is your sleep? How's your nutrition? When you're here in the training facility, are you goofing off or are you really pushing yourself? You see, those things matter way more than the creatine you're going to take pre-workout. So consider that aspect also. But as it pertains to creatine, is it overrated or underrated? I think it's underrated. All right, let's get to our last response. Does online fitness coaching really work? LOL. Guess I'm the right person to ask this question, right? Does online fitness coaching work? Yes and no. And I'll explain. When I started online fitness coaching back in 2020, I never knew the true impact that I can have. Of course, I knew the impact that I could have on people that I trained in person because that's what I've done before that. But I wouldn't have imagined how I could affect the lives of people that weren't in front of me until I started doing it. Since 2020, I've worked with over 2,000 people on my online fitness coaching program. And judging by the reviews I've received, by the updates that former clients have written me, I and the Resilience team as a whole have made a huge impact on people's lives all over the world. I've had clients lose over 100 pounds. I've had clients get over food addictions and eating disorders. I've had clients that told me my programs helped them fix their marriage. I've had clients use my program and finally make their varsity team. The cool part about online coaching is most of these clients I've never seen face to face, probably will never see face to face, but they let me into their lives, whether for 60 days, 90 days. Some of those clients I've been training for 5 years now. Even though social media and technology has its downsides, it also has its upsides. And online coaching is one of them. We have a Resilience Fitness results page where I share a few testimonies from some of the people in our Resilience Fitness community. Take some time out to check that page and just see what some people have said about our programs. If you asked me before 2020 about online fitness coaching, I would have been really skeptical about it, but now I believe in it 110%. That being said, not every single online fitness coach out there is like Coach Mike, and not every single program is like Resilience Training. So before you purchase anything online, do your homework, look up reviews, and be mindful of what you're buying. You want to be able to look at their social media and see that they interact with their clients. You want to be able to see the results that they've gotten for other people who are very similar to you. You want to be able to gauge their consistency, their relatability, and how accessible they are. Because if they're going to be working with you, you want to be able to reach them and communicate with them. So, online fitness coaching, definitely underrated. That's a wrap, guys. Thank you for watching another episode. You guys know I love to do this, and I'm gonna keep doing this as long as you guys keep responding. Sometime within the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna put out another prompt for you to hit me with more responses based on fitness, nutrition, and sports performance, and I will do my best to let you know whether I think they are overrated or underrated. Stay resilient.